Julie, we're back again.
We're back. We're always back.
Another episode of the Hey BigHead Show. What'd you say?
I said we're always back.
We are always back. You know, people are concerned that maybe we're not coming back, but...
Who? Whose people? You're lying.
My mom.
Right.
My mom is concerned to make sure that... just want to make sure everything's okay. Today's going to be a fun episode. Very exciting episode. And because it involves casinos, it involves gambling, it involves cheating.
You know what Monaco says.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying?
Correct. Who actually said that?
The Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama.
I believe the Dalai Lama said that first, yes. No, today we have Dustin Marks and the Kaiser. And before I give them a little introduction, I want to kind of give a little intro of who they are. Dustin Marks and the Kaiser, they cheated Blackjack hundreds of times here in Vegas during the 1980s. And believe it or not, never got caught.
Until now. They've outed themselves.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So today we're going to talk to them about how they pulled it off, the closest calls, what casino cheating looked like in old school Vegas, and to see if maybe we can still do it today. I don't know. Maybe we can work in...
You're already in trouble. We'll have to tell them what you've done.
Listen, we'll get to that point. But today I want to introduce Dustin Marks and the Kaiser. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure being here.
Now, for anybody watching at home, we have Dustin to my left and the Kaiser on my right. Now, the Kaiser, I asked you this before, up in the air, is the Kaiser named after Kaiser Sosa from The Usual Suspects?
Dustin and I had this discussion literally a couple episodes ago. Because we were doing an episode on me.
Sure.
And he said, where did you get that? And I didn't know.
Yeah.
I assumed it was, I said, well, it's probably you, because that was the time the Unusual Suspects came out. Kaiser, and yeah, why not?
Well,
so that's
Kaiser
where I got
Sosa.
Kaiser.
I love
It's been
that.
stuck ever since.
You know what? And it works. It works for you. So let's just keep it.
I like it.
Kaiser's my middle name, actually. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that.
It's not, but
I believe
it is now. It is now.
All that matters is I believe you. Exactly. You can lie all you want, but I'll sit here and believe you.
It's not a lie unless you believe the lie. That's what it is.
Bingo.
Well, Dustin, I want to start off with you. You cheated Blackjack for about 4 years, right? And
Yes.
About 500 times? Would you?
Yeah, roughly. I mean, we never kept records for obvious reasons.
Of course.
But yeah, estimate around 500 different plays.
And then Kaiser, you came in partway through his excursion, and about maybe half that or
Yeah, roughly half that. I came in about a couple of years or so, 1.5 years into him already doing it.
Yeah.
And he was doing it elsewhere and everything else, and he decided to make it local. And who else to poach than me?
So how did you guys even get connected in the first place? Because is it something, it's got to be such a careful thing to bring up to somebody who maybe maybe, I don't know how close you were at the time before you worked together, but you're bringing up something that could definitely get you in a lot of trouble, especially in the 80s. And so there's a lot of trust involved in sharing what you do with him, unless your story is you caught him and you're like, let me in. So
God, I wish it was that exciting. No.
So let's hear it. How did you guys connect? How did you guys get connected and started with this?
Well, we're both magicians before we even met.
Yes.
And there's a magic club that's still going on to this very day called Gary Darwin's Magic Club Meeting.
Okay.
So that's where we met.
That's where we met. And what was interesting is we would go there. He was there he's phenomenal with a deck of cards, as you know, the gaming aspect. So he's there doing his wares with all the top names in card magic. They were all gathered. That's why he came to Las Vegas. He tells the story. But he came to Las Vegas to catch up with these guys to learn how to work these cards. So he's sitting down at a table with all the big names doing this shuffle. And it drew me in. I stand there watching. And he looks up and goes, "You got one?" Whoa. I felt like it was a litmus test. Now I got to either say yay or nay.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a coward.
Yeah.
So I said, sure, I got one. And it happened to be I was working on a zero shuffle, which is one of the tougher false shuffles to do. So I sat down, did my thing. We all sat around, shuffled our cards, and chit-chat-chat.
Yeah.
And from that day on, we kept meeting at the meetings, and this grew into a friendship.
I love that.
All around of a deck of cards and a shuffle of all things.
Yeah, really.
Well, and then from the friendship, did you just look at him and say, you want to go cheat Blackjack?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Not exactly, but eventually, yes, because I knew he was good with a deck of cards. I knew he was a dealer, but at the time, he was a crap star.
Dice dealer, yeah.
So that didn't work.
Night and day.
Were you cheating when you met him at that time?
No, not quite.
Not yet.
Close, but not quite.
Okay.
I'm sorry, how are you close to cheating Blackjack?
Well, Well, not that much, yeah. That's a good question. No, I was thinking about it and doing my research,
Yeah.
but I'm a guy who is very prepared.
Yes.
I won't just go out on a wing of
Yeah.
anything. So I was learning the techniques, but I don't think I had actually done anything yet.
Okay. Interesting.
You know, it's interesting to interject something.
Yeah,
He
please.
is very meticulous, detailed orientated,
Mm-hmm.
everything to the T.
Is that bothering you? Is that's irking you?
Me, I'm flighty as hell. On a whim,
Yeah.
whatever enters my mind is what I do.
Yeah.
So the contrast between us is night and day.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, it works.
Yeah.
Well, I got to interject this because if you've seen the movie, it'll click. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
Guess which character he is and which one I am.
I'm getting more of a Felix and Oscar type of relationship.
Oh, boy,
we got
you're
here,
going way
too.
back. But
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
I love this though. Were you guys ever close to getting caught at all? Was there a situation where it's like this is it?
Not really working together. There was one time that I did get pulled up because they knew something was pulled up, meaning they knew something was wrong and they were going to question me. And we were doing a cooler
Yeah.
the second time around,
Which was not smart.
which is not smart. I don't know. You probably get into that. Anyway, the bosses suspected something because as we were trying to set up the play,
Yep.
I'm looking across the pit and all the bosses are swarming like
and
bees.
he's the dealer.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
the dealer.
Yes,
I'm standing
he's
at a dead
stuck
game.
at the game.
The team is setting up. And this is our second time in this casino within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Brainchild of somebody higher up. I don't know. I'm just a dealer. And these bosses are swarming everywhere. They're buzzing and they're looking at me. They're looking at me. I'm going, okay, this is not good.
Yeah.
And they kept looking. And all of a sudden, now the shift boss comes in. He's looking at me. He's looking at me. Then the almighty casino manager, which you rarely see, comes in, stands in the middle of his pit and stares at me.
Oh no.
And I'm going, okay, this is definitely not good.
Yeah.
Walks to the podium, picks up the phone. Well, that pretty much said it to me. Dustin was the captain. He went through and scrubbed the whole thing, and my people
So all the
dispersed.
players left.
They left, and
We knew it was bad news.
he pulled me up. He pulled me off the game, and he says, was that on the square? I said, yeah, on my end it was on the square. I really don't know what you're talking about.
What does on the square mean?
Oh, on the square means was it legit? I mean, was it honest? You weren't trying to cheat or, trying to make it appear what it wasn't. So it was on the square. It was legit in my eyes. So he was want to make sure that I knew that it was legit.
Yeah.
Did you know those people? No, I didn't know those people. They just appeared. Okay. Move along.
Incredible.
I go back to the table, and a couple minutes later, I'm tapped off. I was fired. So he knew. I mean, back in the 80s, the casino management staff were pretty much knowledgeable of stuff.
Yeah.
They know they've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They may not be able to pinpoint it, but they know something's not right. And he saw this developing again, because we did a play there successfully.
Yep.
Just like 2 weeks earlier.
2 weeks earlier. I mean, we pulled off thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And so the brainchild of this operation said, hey, let's do it again
Yeah.
with the same people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, when you give away that kind of money, they have film on it. Everyone's seen the film. I'm sure the casino manager's seen the film. So he knows who's involved. Though I was not on the table when the money was being won, which was the ingenious of him, I set everything up and leave. Bye. And another dealer who's,
Total
legit.
square.
Oblivious.
She's just a dealer coming in, taking me out. She comes in and deals out all the winning hands. I'm nowhere in sight.
So that's the beauty of the cooler we did.
Yeah.
When the person's winning all the money, everything's basically on the square. All the dirty work been done by him. So they can watch
Beautiful.
till rapture. They not going to see anything.
Oh my God. I'm sure you guys have stories for days. This is going to be an excellent episode because I'm going to ask and get to the bottom of every,
get the
every
detail.
Because
Because I'll make it up.
Excellent. Yes, please. The whole episode's a farce. Everything is a lie.
It's only a lie if you believe it.
Exactly.
Here you go. I gotta love it.
Actually, we just arrived in Vegas 2 days
Yeah, listen. This is the greatest con known to man. It's like the movie Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, yeah.
But now it comes out that he lied about a majority of that, and the whole movie wasn't necessarily as factual as you thought
Yeah,
it would. But
well.
Really? I didn't know that.
Well, there you
And now
go.
I'm sad.
now, aren't we all?
Yeah.
Aren't we all? So, Dustin, you got here in, what, 1983?
Correct.
What was Vegas like then compared to obviously?
One word, better.
Yeah.
No, I really liked it. It still had kind of a Western theme. There was no traffic. In fact, I tell people the nightly news didn't have traffic reports because it wasn't needed.
Wow.
It was that. You get anywhere in like 15, 20 minutes.
It was great.
He knows better than I because he's been here longer than I. But it was great. I mean, you could go into the casinos. You didn't need a GPS to find the damn things. And there was a thing called front loaders and basers, which were dealers that were accidentally exposing their whole card. So it gave you a little edge. And you could find them in a lot of different casinos and play, and that was totally legal back then. So everything was just easier, better. Of course, you know, I'm biased because I was much younger.
Of course. I get that. Where did you come from before?
Midwest,
Okay. And then you got into magic when?
7 years old.
Really?
Typical, you know, friend of the family was a magician or amateur magician, and I watched, and something just clicked in my brain. I love cards. And I came from a family that played cards. So it wasn't, you know, weird to me or anything. In fact, back then, most families played cards. Now,
I grew up with
you
cards,
have I mean, you know what a deck of cards is, right, Julie?
I know what a deck of cards.
But I mean, I swear to God, there are young people that don't know.
I
what
feel
a deck of
insulted
cards
by that question a little bit.
Listen,
Well, it's a
just
good
in
thing
case,
you think
just
you're
in case, we carry decks of cards everywhere we go. Just
that's
never know.
good.
But by the way, who do you think? Dustin walked in. The first thing he said was, "Oh, I saw you had so and so on the show. He's a great guy." Who do you think it is? Who do you think he knows that we've had on the show recently?
Kent Axel?
Yes. Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
Yeah, see,
Good guy.
magic, cards.
Magic, magicians know magicians.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Who was this?
Kent.
Oh. I just had to play off his line. That's
Yeah.
all.
First name Clark.
Yeah, good.
Speaking of names of other magicians, you recently revealed a name of somebody that was kept secret for a while, Mr. CC.
Well, I didn't. Yes and no. I mean, I just.
He's real.
Yeah.
He's really real.
He's really real.
No
But
relation
is
to
that-
the real Captain Crunch, the serial Captain Crunch. He's a guy that you were. It was your partner that you were doing these.
Yeah.
cheating for.
Yeah. It's
plays with.
It's weird. It went from Captain Crunch to Crunch.
Okay.
How do you shorten things? I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't, and I don't even know how he got that name.
And was that someone you met through the Magic Club, yeah? Or no?
No.
Oh.
I heard of him through the Magic
Gotcha.
Club, and then I went to try to find him.
Yeah. Interesting.
Trying to find somebody in that field. Interesting. That's a
gotta be
bold
tough.
choice.
Yeah, he
That's
didn't
tough.
want to be
Found.
found for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Right.
But you found him.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting.
Do you think you would have found him faster if you had social media like we do now?
No.
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 I don't think he exists on social media, does he?
He's off the grid.
He's really off the grid. At
Good
least
for him.
I don't know him nowadays, but back then he
Yeah.
was really off the grid.
So-
You had to be really inside for it.
Yeah.
So Kaiser, you were also involved in magic. Were you a dealer and that got into magic, or were you were into magic and then you got into being a dealer?
I was a magician before I got into magic. Well, kind of coincided. I got into magic much later than he was 7. I was about 17.
Okay.
So for most magicians who take it up as a hobby or a serious career,
Yeah.
they start very young. Well, I was young at 17.
Yeah.
You're
You're young right now. You're still young at heart. I love this.
My brain's an 8-year-old, so it doesn't really matter. I have progressed a little.
You know what my dad says? You know how most people say, act your age, not your shoe size? He says, act your shoe size, not your age.
That's a good way to look at
That's
Wow,
his
I'm
thing.
in great shape
it.
today.
You're good. Kaiser's good.
I like that. Yeah, I got started at 17. I married into a family with a magician. And as a kid, you all like magic, and I did stupid card tricks my brother would teach me. I mean, if you did them today for an audience, they'd shoot you. They were that bad. So married into a family that had a magician. He was a working magician, and it just fell into my lap. And, of course, he associated with the same type of top magicians that he was associating with, and it just slowly came to me. One of my favorite moments of learning is that he threw me to the wolves in the fact that he gave me a stupid packet of trick, something circles change places or something. It was really stupid, but it's a good beginner's trick. He throws me and says, okay, my friends are coming over, show them a trick. Okay. It was Daniel Cross, which is a top close-up magician at the Desert Inn Hotel and Casino at the time.
Okay.
Paul Harris, world-renowned writer, creator.
Most creative, probably closest
He's-
magician.
He's
Really?
phenomenal. And then a local guy, Louis Simonoff. He was another super card guy out there. And, of course, my father-in-law. And like, okay. I mean, it was... And they were really gracious. They go, that was good.
Big liars.
big liars. Because it was horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible, but I loved it.
Yeah.
And it just grew from there. I bought, of course, at the time we had to buy every book available or every
course.
pamphlet available and everything else. So that's how I got into it. And it just evolved from one field to the next. You know, I started with the private parties. He was a corporate magician. He did corporate gigs. So I started picking up corporate hospitality suites.
Nice.
Entertaining the clients,
Yeah.
clients. And then was what's his name? The bar magician. Just like
Daniel?
no, Tom Malika.
Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal magician, excellent entertainer. And of course, during this time, I'm trying to get a persona, trying to build a personality, how to perform magic.
Yeah, sure.
I tried to copy Paul Harris. Great, the way he delivers his lines and everything is awesome for Paul Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I did them,
Right.
huh? You done yet? It was horrible. And so when I saw Tom Malika performing behind the bar, I could relate with the way he was performing. And that's how I started developing my style of magic behind the bar. So,
Beautiful.
yeah, and so I ended up doing the bar magic, which is the best.
You born and raised in Vegas?
Close. I came here in 71 when I was about 12.
Okay.
So I call it home.
Yeah, close
I don't
enough.
know why I wanted to call it home, but I do. So I've been here a long, long time.
I love that. All right, so let's get we touched on it a little bit, but I want to dive into it. So, Dustin, you're at a point now where you're like, all right, I'm doing these plays. It's working out for me. But at what point do you're familiar with Kaiser? At what point do you bring him in, and how do you approach him with, hey, this is what I'm doing. I trust you to be a part of this, and this is how we're going to do it.
Well, the first
how did
play,
you do
the first play did not go well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about. Oh,
yeah.
God, that's right.
I want to
not
hear
e-
about it.
I'm not even sure why we thought this, but he was dealing craps. You were not a 21 dealer yet.
Not a 21
Blackjack
dealer.
Where are you playing it? Oh, where is this at the time?
In Vegas. The hotel, I'll never tell you.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
I was a straight dice dealer. Now, to give you a little persona about dice, we're gods
Yes.
in the casino.
Yes.
Everyone else, 21 dealers in that.
And this
Okay.
is your own ego
This
inflating
is
that?
all dice dealers' egos.
Okay.
At the time.
All right.
Perfect.
That's because that's what back then when you dealt a game.
Yes.
Right.
You dealt the wheel, you dealt 21, you dealt dice.
Yep.
Right.
Dice is up here. Wheel dealers are kind of cool. 21 dealers,
Yeah.
that was it. That's our mentality.
Wow.
That's so interesting.
So having to do with 21, nothing to do with it. It's layman stupid stuff.
Okay.
So why did you come to me?
It's 40 years ago, but I guess we were thinking, let's try to do something with craps.
Something different.
And it was just going to be a cash bet, I think 1,800 hours or whatever.
Well, here, it's what it ended up to be. They talked me into this thing.
Who's they?
His team.
Gotcha. So, Dustin, you had a team at this time.
Well, I had a partner who was a very good card counter, and I don't even know why he went to do a craps play. But anyway,
His, huh? I didn't realize. Okay,
oh
cool.
yeah,
There you go. You're learning something new today.
I thought it was deeper than that.
Yeah.
no,
Okay, so you have a team of the two of you. One is very well versed in counting cards, and now he's saying that, hey, I want to get involved in
yeah,
dice.
I don't know how that happened.
Something like that. So
I
anyway,
probably said that you were a craps dealer, and I probably approached you and said, you want to do something on the craps game.
they asked me about a craps play, it's tough. To do a dice play, it's very tough. But I conjured up some really super idea that I would pass post a bet. In other words, I would put it on the winning number after the dice have rolled.
Yep.
And the way this would set up is he would walk up to the table with, at the time, $600. I'm in for $200. I can handle that. I'm a married guy, broke, $200 I can handle back in the 80s.
Sure.
So, we walked through the whole thing. The one guy in one end is going to distract the table with some goofy bet, which usually draws people's attention.
Absolutely.
He makes the bet. Dustin would come up and make the bet. And he would throw the money into the table so it would cover both the field and the come.
And then I'd just mutter something.
It is mutter. And whatever
Didn't
the
make
dice
any
roll, I
sense,
would
but
put.
supposedly he's going to hear it.
Yeah, and I would, if it was a field roll, instant winner.
Yep.
If it was a 7 or 11, instant winner.
Comeback,
Because
yep.
the field and the come, those two. There is a slight chance that something other, like a 6 or 8, would roll, which in this case, it did.
Yep.
And when that money came out across the table, it wasn't $600. It was $1,800. The limit's $2,000.
Right.
So here, all over the layout, I'm going. I was like, oh, great. So now, 6 rolls. I throw the money into the box, man. He's got to cut out all the money. I go, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? He said, I'm getting to it. So now I have a stack of blacks sitting on the 6. Throw a 6. Throw a 6. 7 out. Oh,
Ooh. Brutal.
brutal. I just crushed right there.
Yeah.
And so instead of losing just 200, now I'm stuck 600.
Yes.
I can't afford $600.
Right.
So he forced me, slave labor, into.
He's very convincing.
Yes.
Then he became a 21 dealer. I wonder why.
So they came at me and said, okay, now can you? Well, it turns out a couple weeks later I was fired, not because of that.
Yeah.
I got fired because I pissed off a guy who had juice. He had a lot of juice. He got squeezed in there. He knew nothing about gaming nor the game, and he's barking orders. And of course, my personality said, "You're full of shit."
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. You kidding me?
This is not PG-13. Okay. Even then, you can say that.
That's right.
But yeah, so I pissed him off. He goes tattles to the boss. I'm out the door.
Sure.
So I'm out of a job, and they said, well, I walked into another job,
Yeah.
and he says, you should get a 21 job. I said, I tell you what, this is boring. I'll go over and talk to the boss and say, look, I got some issues with my back. Can I start dealing 21? And they said, well, you know how? Oh, yeah, I know how.
Yeah.
Sure, I know how, but I've never done it.
Yeah.
Right.
So I squeezed right in there. They started putting me over there, and that's to their demise is what it turned out to be.
How
So
about
he
that?
had a new career.
I had a new career.
Look at you.
I squeezed right into cheating.
Well, he was good with a deck of cards, and
Yeah.
that really made a
That made a big difference because, as a norm, and they make jokes about this all the time, Steelers are Neanderthals.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all they are. So getting them into 21 in this skill now of pitching cards,
Yeah.
you're asking a monkey to deal. It's really that obvious.
Yes.
But since I do the close-up magic, I'm good with a deck of cards. It was an easy slide right in. Can you do it? Oh, yeah, I can do it. And it also gave me the benefit because the moves we were doing kind of tilt the actual procedure. So they look at him, hey, he's a dice dealer. He's a dice dealer.
Yeah. What? Sorry. Go ahead, Julie.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So now we're at the point. Y'all are running the game together. What did a typical night look like from the time you showed up to deal, or whether the Kaiser was dealing that night? What did it look like?
He would come in. Actually, we had a code. I would call him, so he'd know when to come in. So he'd come in a little before I went back to the game. So it looked like he was just a square sitting down playing against a different dealer, which is good. Then at, say, 10 o'clock, I'd come back off break, go to game 6, just like the casino said. Who's at game 6? This guy.
Wow.
So we're all set.
Yep.
So then 45 minutes, we'd rip and tear.
Yep.
I mean, we'd cheat and win X amount of dollars.
What are you betting? Like, what's the table minimum at this?
Minimum?
I think the minimum was like 10.
Okay.
Maybe 5 or 10.
Yeah.
Now, when I would go in there early, I would bet right in between 10 and 25. If I won, I would go up. I'm using just basic skills
Yep.
to keep myself level.
Yep.
Which doesn't mean I win. I just keep myself level. So if I'm winning, I go up and I go back down. So there's variances in my bets.
Gotcha.
They can see that when I'm winning, I'll just keep going up. So I'm setting a pattern.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing out of the ordinary. I blend very well. Then when he shows up, same thing. I start out small, and within I'd say within 10 minutes, my bets increase. Now I'm betting 1 in 200, and then when we have a winning hand coming my way, a stack,
That he knows he's going to win.
I'm going to
'cause I
win. It's
shuffled the
guaranteed.
deck and
I would bet a couple hundred at a time.
Were these single deck, double decks? What was it?
Single and double deck.
Single and double?
That's why we never had a losing session. Besides the flash, which you could lose because what I was doing is showing him his first card before he had to make a bet. So he would bet appropriately.
How would you do that?
It was just between these two fingers. Deals, I pick them up, He's sitting at first base, and I flash him the card. He's
Slides
really the
over
only
this
one.
top card between the fingers, and
He's really
you
the
can
only one who
see
can
it from
see
where
it.
you're sitting, and you're only getting not the full indice.
No.
Just
You're
enough.
getting a sliver of it.
Just enough.
Because if you spend some time looking at cards and after a while, that little sliver, just the edge of the card, you know what that value is.
Yeah.
And that's all he showed.
Yeah.
Is that little sliver.
Well, and if you haven't watched the video that I tagged in the assets column of our rundowns, you got to watch it. I did try to practice. I'm very bad at it. I even watched how, that one episode of your podcast, which we'll get into later, but where you're explaining to me what you would do to train yourself how to be able to identify the card faster.
Yeah.
And I would look at it and I'd be like, I ain't got a fucking clue. I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Seen a deck of cards.
Listen, if you show me the full card, I can tell you what it says.
All right.
That's a plus. That is a plus.
Yeah, it's like nowadays.
Look at
play
you. You're
Flash
so
game.
prepared.
Kaiser, can you see it? Almost.
That's what I would need.
Of course, you have a deck of cards.
You know,
with you
it's
at all
funny.
times.
It's
I love
funny.
that.
He brings that out and shows the whole indice.
Yeah.
And beyond. He was never that sloppy. Never. He's a machine.
Yeah.
His personality is a machine.
Yes.
He's very straight-laced. He's great at what he does.
I can see it.
And me, I'm sloppy.
But you were kind of given that excuse because people knew that you were a dice dealer.
Exactly. So I could get away with a lot. And there'd be times where I would push that card out to where you could see the other side. Just out of pure laziness, sloppiness. It's just me.
Yeah.
And he would signal me that, hey, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, wow, my eyes. I'm seeing everything
Yeah.
today.
That's so funny.
I was most inconsistent. He's a machine. Nothing changed.
Yeah.
Me, one hand to the next, it could change. Who knows what I would do?
He would get his ring finger in the
Yeah,
way.
jeez.
So I'd be playing with my ring finger without a ring on it, going, boy, this ring hurts. And that would be his signal, get the damn ring finger out of the way.
But
That's so funny.
I was not precisioned like him. And my personality is not precision.
Yeah.
So it's just,
He could get away with stuff I couldn't.
Yeah.
And
So even with especially when you're playing blackjack, you're not necessarily guaranteed wins with these hands because you're getting information like what the next card is. You're getting information on when you should bet big, when you shouldn't bet big. But even still, there's so many other factors that come into play that it's not guaranteed. You're just shifting the favors more so
Well, the odds
shifting
are
the odds more
greatly
your
in our favor. The best card count in the world doesn't even have a 1.5% advantage. We, with the flash, was probably around 30%, just with the
Yeah,
flash.
and you are correct. Just because you're getting that information doesn't mean you can use that information. For instance, if you're sitting there with a 12 and he flashes you a 4, well, you got to take the 4, but that doesn't guarantee you a win because you got to hit it again. We played strict basic strategy.
Yep.
We did not vary. Well, we did when it was to our advantage. But under the most part, we played basic strategy. So if he had a high card, 7 or higher, I'm going to hit my 16 into that.
Yeah.
Unless
Even
you saw
though,
like a 10.
Yeah, if I saw a 10 coming, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't stay with a 12 knowing a 4 was coming. I would take that 4 because, if they were to study it, they'll go, that makes no sense.
Right.
Why would he? And so just because you have that information doesn't mean you can use it.
Yeah.
I've even at times sit there and I can't take the card. I go, look at the guy next to me. You should hit that.
Yeah, so how often would you, because another variable is who you're playing with at the table, especially if they're strangers, how often would you play at a table when there are strangers there?
Anytime we could.
Really?
The only criteria we had is we had to be at first base or that first chair.
Yeah.
Because that way we could see the flash.
Goes to
Plus,
first
when you're
base.
doing lay stacks, it's a lot easier figuring that first chair than 3 chairs in or 4 chairs in.
You would never sit at the last chair?
No.
Why?
Because I don't get the information I need. And if he were to stack a deck, a lay stack, in other words, figuring out what the winning hands is on the table,
That makes
he's got to go really deep into that lay to find out which cards I'm going to get. It's a lot more mental fatigue on him
Interesting.
rather than just glancing. Because in the first chair, there's a burn card in the first card.
Yeah.
If I'm deeper in there, it'd be the burn card and 4 or 5 other cards. It's very hard to keep track of.
And also, you don't know what the other people playing are going to do with their hands.
Exactly. And it's just, it has to be that chair.
Yeah.
And he always sat there for obvious reasons. But to the bosses, it just looked like a guy who liked first base.
Yeah.
There's a term, it's called a flea. It's a person that comes in and grinds out on constantly. You see him all the time. No one really likes them, which they did kind of like me, but we called them fleas because they're always there. They're like a flea. They're just a nuisance. You have to scratch them. They're horrible. I was a flea.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, especially at the end of the night, I'm walking out with thousands of dollars, but
sir.
I'm just a flea. But that's the whole, try to personify that, is that I'm just sitting there grinding away, and that's what we tried to pull off.
So Dustin's your dealer. You're sitting at the table. Are you guys friendly towards each other? Or are you guys just ignoring each other? What's your relationship at that table?
Well, he's not tipping me. And that's how you really make money. Tips, tokes, same thing. So if he's not tipping and winning, it'd be weird for me to like him.
Yeah, he does not like
But
me.
is it a better move to act like you guys hate each other versus just being neutral?
It wasn't like
Real overt, but body language.
He did what dealers do. You got a stiff, he's pissed off, I'm winning money, he's getting nothing back.
Gotcha.
And he's getting pissed off because I keep winning.
I love this.
So
this is awesome.
he steams pretty good. I mean, he steams better than anyone.
I've given him some looks at times.
He's playing the dealer. He's getting stiff. The guy's winning. And me, I'm talking to anyone who will listen.
Sure.
And my biggest asset was, other than borrowing the casino's money for a day, I would take the bosses out of their positions. Now, I talk a lot about in these videos, I talk a lot about bosses because I know how their perspective is because I've been one. I still am, kind of. So I've been in their positions. I know what they think, what they're watching for, and all this stuff. So if they're standing anywhere near that they might possibly get a whim of watching something, I take them out. And in one of the videos, I demonstrate how I would bring them into the table standing between me and Dustin. He can't see the flash because he's up here. And anyone who's back there can't see the flash because he's in the way.
Yeah.
And, of course, I'm scooted into the pit, so no one can see the flash.
So you would even move your chair over?
Oh, absolutely. We move into the pit, so if he's standing at an angle and looking, he has to look through my head.
You guys really thought of everything.
Yeah. I would take him out of play, and I would talk to him, and they stand there and talk. And it was awesome. And I was the friendly guy. Yeah. And he was just a pissed-off dealer. He was always
no one thought it was weird ever that you would scoot your chair further into the pit?
You would think so, but no.
And it wasn't like way in. It was maybe
it's just,
6 inches.
Most of the time you have your spot
difference.
about this far away from the edge of the table. Your spot's here and the edge of the table's here. Yeah. I would scoot in and cut that about in half. Sure. So I'm still right at the corner. And believe it or not, people are superstitious. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they do weird things, and that just tied into it.
Yeah.
It's not like I got up. Well, what it is, I didn't get up and just actually move a chair there. I just kind of inched over. And
worked your way over.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when you do something like this hundreds and hundreds of times, you get it down. I mean, we took it really to, I don't know if anybody took it to the level we did.
No.
Seriously. I mean, we thought of everything.
I think a lot what made us work is that we're pretty much on the same mindset of what things will work and what don't work. We pretty much see the same thing. And as we said, we're a huge contrast in personalities. And we thought everything through, and we played on each other. We knew what each other were doing. And that's what made this work. And
we hardly had any signals. We only needed one real signal. It was this.
Yeah. That was it?
Sniff.
A sniff.
Means surveillance obviously can't hear or see it. And that mainly said, take the aggressive action.
Okay.
So if he wasn't sure to double down, heard the sniff,
I had something. You would sniff as the dealer?
He would sniff as a dealer, yeah.
Or if I wanted him to bet bigger, because he didn't know exactly what was going on in my mind.
He might do something that I missed.
Yeah.
For instance, if he's got the cards out there and I'm doing whatever I'm doing in La La Land, he has a stack out there, he gets it all together, and I didn't see it, or I didn't, whatever, and I'm just like this, he'll sniff, and I go, oh.
Gotta pay attention. Yeah.
And there's a
because that's 100% win.
I have to tell you this one because this plays right into where we're at. We did have rough nights. We didn't always win lots of money. We always won something, but not lots of it. It was a busy night. I could not land on his table. So I stuck around, still couldn't land on his table. I was there for hours, and I'm playing on the square. I'm a horrible.
Meaning he couldn't get first base.
I couldn't get first base.
Gotcha.
I play basic strategy. I'm a horrible card counter. Between the two, I managed to stay afloat.
Yes.
Later in the evening, as they start closing the games down for graveyard, he lands on a table all by himself. I slam over there, put my $100 chip down on the thing, and you hear, and I don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now that meant bet
Bigger,
more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's by himself. He's lying. He's got his guns loaded.
Yeah.
I don't do anything. He goes, and I still don't do anything. And he's fixing his racks. He's stalling as best he can. Then this, I go, what? And he, oh, Jesus Christ. He didn't realize I had no more money.
Yeah, I had no clue.
I go in with $500. I don't ever use that much, but I went with $500.
Yeah.
And within a couple hours, I ground it down to $100.
Playing on the square.
Playing on the square.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not that good, but I survived.
Yeah.
Took my $100 bet out there, and he wanted me to bet the farm. Well,
Yeah.
that's all the chickens I had.
Yeah.
So he managed to deal. It was a double down. I didn't have the money to double.
Did we call for a marker?
No, we never did markers.
Oh, okay.
That would mean I have to reveal.
Yes.
Who I am.
Personal information.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who are you? I'm the Kaiser.
The Kaiser. May have seen my movie.
Have you seen? Yeah. So what had happened is it was a double down. Again, I couldn't double down. I was out of money.
Yeah.
So I pissed him off even
Oh, I'm
more.
sure. Yeah, that's missed. That's
And
lost money.
They were closing games, and since he had a player, they do him last. But they're going to close this game, and we knew we were on a very short time.
Yeah.
In that short amount of time, and them all closing games, no one's paying attention to a good dealer. Within, I'd say, 20, 30 minutes, we had $2,000. Oh, my God. Then they came over and shut us down.
Because heads up, I was doing all kind of stuff.
Because what happens is I start off with my 100.
Yeah.
That goes up. I'm betting a couple hundred. Then I go to two hands, which is total devastation. Because now I'm winning twice as much in two hands, him stacking for two hands. Oh, it is machine perfect.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And you're doing this just by, because you're shuffling by hand at this
Oh,
time.
yeah,
Yes, this
absolutely.
isn't before the machines and all that stuff. And you're doing single, double deck. So you're able to shuffle the deck and manipulate it without anybody knowing, anybody seeing or second guessing anything. And you know, when you do a shuffle like that, how many cards are you familiar with where they are in the deck? Like,
Well, they stacked basically, since he was playing heads up against me, there's only like 4 or 6 cards. So I could instantly see if the cards were not shuffled.
Yes.
And essentially, I'm not shuffling that group of cards if he would win.
Yeah.
So I'm just keeping track of that.
are you targeting where the aces and tens are? Is that what you're doing?
The strongest stack was not that. The
Really?
strongest was I give him a 14 and I bust.
Yeah.
Now, what dealer would give his agent a 14?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. And the dealer busts about 28% of the time.
Yeah.
So that's super
So
strong.
that's where you made your money more so than dealing out blackjacks and 20s. Is that,
Well, it was a combination. But, if he always got a 20 or 21, that would be a towel.
Yeah.
Right.
So he gets a 15 and wins.
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
beautiful that way.
Yeah.
See, when you're playing heads up, and we're
Psychology.
playing two hands heads up, he's only controlling a small slug of cards instead of a whole deck. And when the cards are laid out there, I just had a running cooler there. It was,
Yeah.
but anyway, a mini cooler we call
Yeah,
it.
oh, yeah.
But he sees the cards out there. He can see, okay, this is that hand. Okay, that plays out. Okay, this will play out in the second hand.
Yeah.
He already knows what the hands are. He has to just pick them up and deal them back out again.
Beautiful.
Essentially, I'm shuffling.
Yeah.
He's shuffling, but not
Essentially, that's
that
what
little
I do.
slug. And so he just
Beautiful.
keeps dealing
That's
them out.
called the lay stack, and that's what you want to do. Now, occasionally, I had to try to build a stack from
Fishing.
scratch, and we called it fishing. And
I sucked at it.
I was decent at it, but we didn't have to do it that often.
What is fishing? Like
As I'm riffling, I'm looking at the cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for a 10 or ace, keeping that on top.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he's heads up, I only have to put one card in between and then try to find another 10 or ace. But that's just pure randomness.
Now, here's the thing. The standard shuffle most of the time was 2 riffles, a strip,
Yeah.
and a ruffle. A ruffle.
A ruffle?
A chili chip.
I don't tell me. Explain what a ruffle is.
Are you hungry?
That's new.
So you have the shuffle, shuffle, strip, shuffle,
Okay.
and then you deal.
Yeah.
Then you go to the cut and deal. So you don't have a lot of play time in there to find 2 cards.
Yeah.
Correct. And we never altered that. I wouldn't shuffle like
Yeah.
four
times.
riffles.
We wouldn't change
would
that up
be
because that's
towel.
a dead towel.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if they're not paying attention, you happen to look over and he's shuffling 3 times, 4 times, 5 times.
Yeah.
Why is he shuffling 4 or 5 times? He's breaking procedure. Why is he breaking procedure? It just instant as a boss.
Yeah.
I mean, a boss sits out there in no man's land. Just but they're sharp. I mean, through my episodes, I dog on them all the time. I used to stand in the middle of these pits for a long time, so I know what they're thinking and what it feels like. So I dog on them, but most of them are very sharp.
They know it. They
know what they're doing.
because they've seen it all before. I'm sure.
Exactly. Most of them have been, and back in those days, they were much sharper than they are now.
Yes, sir.
But if something caught their eye for whatever reason, it's like radar. What's going on? Why did they do that? Because it's out of procedure.
They sniff it.
So we didn't want them to do that. Why is he doing that?
Yeah.
Because now you got eyes on the game. And that's what we wanted to avoid as much as possible. And that's what helped us a lot because I knew what they were looking for, how they do them. And that's how I interacted with them all the time is because they take them out of play.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
Julie has a question that she's very excited to ask about.
Yes, I am very excited. So we've talked about, obviously, the one hand that maybe didn't go the way y'all really wanted it to. But what happens after a successful night? Because obviously, at some point, one of you is going to get up and leave the table, and the other one's still there working. So how did you meet back up? What'd that look like?
Let me tell this because this really ties in. So we had meeting places sometimes. We wouldn't meet every night, but
I assume far away from...
from
yes,
the casino.
yeah, we weren't even near anywhere
next
near
table.
where we were. Yeah.
So we meet somewhere, and I'm always early. That's just my personality. And I'm waiting, and he's always late. And I'm figuring he's just late. Nothing bad happened. Because when he leaves my table, I don't know what happens.
You don't
to
know
him.
what happens.
So I'm in the restaurant, whatever, waiting. Here he comes walking in with a big gulp.
This is the big gulp.
I mean, and he's been chewing on the damn straw like a little kid for about
I'm
half an hour.
surprised there are no marks on it right
That's because
now.
I'm on film, so I try to be a good boy. But yes, I would chew these things down. I would constantly chew them down. And
Was it a
But
nervous
he'd do that
tick?
to me
Was-
every time.
I don't know what it is. It's just one of those things.
That's so
just
funny.
do something.
Well, at some point, I'm sure you realize, like, oh, well, the Kaiser's late because he's at 7-Eleven again.
Oh,
grabbing a big
yeah.
gulp.
Oh, that was his, I think if you didn't come in with a big gulp, then I would get sorry.
Something's wrong.
Here's the thing: is when I was a bartender, I never drank. I didn't drink water for years. I don't think. Every corner of the bar had Coke. When I got off, I got the big gulps. They were glued to my hand all the time. It's all I drank. And so me having a big gulp was pretty normal.
Yeah.
It was very strange for me.
Was there? You mentioned we talked about the employees not necessarily getting an idea of what you were doing, but has there ever been anybody at the table that's not an employee that maybe you thought they kind of saw what was going on, or
Like another player.
like another player?
No, not that I ever.
No, not that I ever witnessed or anything of that nature. No, no one else there. Because you know what players are.
They're so zoned in on their own.
yeah.
in their hand and their winnings. They really don't pay much attention to anything else.
Yeah.
And so they can't pick up on what we're doing, or maybe if I win a big hand, they get excited. It's like woohoo.
What's the average? I guess I got two questions for you. What would be the average winnings you would take home on a good night, and then also what's the most you've taken home on one night? Are you able to talk about that?
Oh yeah. I made $2 an hour, and I don't know the biggest. I think I can't remember the exact amount, but there was one night we had a good session. I had pockets. I imagine I had close to 2,000 or so, just grinding out what we had, and I always had a floor. I didn't want to drop behind a floor, so I had X amount of dollars. So I had 2,000. This night I had 2,050, let's say.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to cash out the 2,000, or at least some of that 2,000. $50. What am I going to do with $50? It's only $50.
Yeah.
So on the way to the cage, I stop off at a 21 table, take that 50, run into another $2,000. That was playing legit.
Yeah.
So I ran into $2,000. Now I'm going in there, and so now I can take that $2,000 to the cage because everyone knows I have that, and kept the other $2,000 in my pocket. So that was like $4,000 in one night.
So would you ever pocket some of the chips and maybe deposit it later, or would you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We would take them home, come back, and play out of our pockets because we don't want them to get a beat on us. Because if you go to the cage with a lot of money, sometimes they'll call the pit and say, "Hey, where'd this come from?" And they'll, well, I don't know. I didn't know it was even gone. So they keep track of it that way.
Yeah.
So we just hide it in our pocket, cash out some because we're going to come back. Or in his case, I would come back to his casino, and I would just sit down and start playing. So I'm coming out of pocket, so they don't really know what I'm in.
Yeah.
They just
And then when the
guess.
boss would come around and ask me how much he'd buy in, I'd always say more.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, so they think he's in for 5. He bought in for 3. So already he's a $200 loser
Yeah.
in their eyes.
Yeah.
So we always fibbed.
Love that.
We
So
lied.
you know, a lot of psychological deception.
What is really nice about what we did, and we talk about this a lot, even off camera, is the psychology we employed was enormous because we each had to play people. Me, I played more on the bosses. I had to take them out of play. And he, kept his game square. I mean, just straight and narrow. And I would keep an eye on the pit. And you have the boss that looks like they're looking. I take him out of play, or we let him know that we got to cool it for a minute. So I was just the eyes, and we played a lot of psychology on these guys.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to stand out. And if I thought they were even close, one of the places he works, I had a thing for one of the female foremen. She liked me. Don't know why. But I would chat with her constantly. She would come over and we'd talk about the TVs up there.
Yeah,
just bullshit. And she's doing her job. She's looking around, checking the other games, listening to the other dealers, but she's talking to me.
Yeah.
Well, she's talking to me. She's not watching the game. Now,
So
here's
I'm
the fun part.
flashing and doing.
Here's the fun part is
Wow.
while she's standing at the game, she thinks she's got the game covered because no one in their right mind
Would cheat right in front of them.
right under their nose, literally. Because this is the distance between us. She's standing right here.
That's her right there.
That's her right here. It looks like her, too.
Looks just like her.
She's standing there, and he's
changed a
still
bit.
stacking and flashing me and everything else, but she's looking down on
Yeah.
it. Can't see a thing.
Son of a gun.
But she thinks she's there.
Yeah.
She's got the handle on the game, but, hey, I got her right where I want her. She can't watch anything.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, psychology was a big portion of our game.
So you're not only playing the people, you're playing you're not only playing the cards, you're playing.
We're playing the
Both.
people.
Yeah.
Big time.
Same casino. Funny story.
Yeah.
So he's at my game, and we're ripping and tearing. Everything's going well.
Yeah.
And then I see the look of fear in his eyes.
Ooh.
Going, what the hell? And out of the corner of my eye, I see this pit boss almost
Steaming.
jogging to my table.
Uh-oh.
I'm going, oh my God, is this the end?
Yeah.
We're going to get caught. She comes up and whispers in my ear, listen, I can't watch your game. There's big money over at the game over there. Let me know if anything's going on. So now he doesn't know what she said. He's about to bolt. So I got to tell him everything's cool. So I look at a player and go, wow, that was nice. The boss just said, I'm doing a really good job and keep doing exactly what you're doing.
Oh,
So now
my
he
gosh.
he stays, and then I give him the sniff, and he knows to bet big, and we won a ton of money because nobody's watching the game.
God. Oh my God.
I'd hate to say we took advantage of situations. We didn't.
But we did.
We ripped those advantages apart. And anytime we had an inch, we took a mile.
Yeah.
I mean, we just tore.
Well, you
Is it-
must have just felt like the luckiest person in the
Oh,
world
my
that night
gosh.
for her to come whisper
Oh,
that in
God.
your ear.
Oh, yeah, I had no. I mean, I was on good
Yeah.
terms with her overall.
Yeah.
You'd have to be for a foreman to confide in a dealer. It means
to
the
say
foreman
that,
has
yeah.
confidence in that dealer.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the big thing. Because foremen, they're the gods, and they don't really interact with the dealers, and especially to sit there and give them that kind of information.
Yeah.
So she trusted Dustin enough to take care of your own game. I'm too busy over here.
Isn't it so? Let's just say it's a 2-hour night, 3-hour night. How long on average would your
An
night
hour.
be? An hour. So an hour long. Aren't you exhausted after? Like your brain is juggling so many different things. Your brain is juggling so many different things, but you're still working. Don't you leave and you're just drained, like you're fatigued?
There have been many nights where after, I would say, a tense session where things aren't going quite right or things are just not there, and especially when we're doing heads up, there was a lot of thinking in that.
Yeah.
Because we're both working the cards. Because he doesn't have time to signal or anything of that nature. I have to see it on there myself and know that I got this coming and make the plays accordingly. And sometimes, I don't know why, but I would forget. And we're playing 2 hands, and I forgot what I was supposed to be getting. I had good bets out there. And this is towards the end of the night. The foreman is watching us, but he's back over here.
Yeah.
He's not a threat, but he is watching us. So I picked up the cards. And I don't know, he misinterpreted something. That's a different story.
Oh, okay.
But I picked up the cards, and then I tucked them, and he comes screaming over. Says, you scratched. I said, no, I didn't scratch. And we had this debate. I said, I didn't scratch. Look what I got. Why would I scratch?
Yeah.
So he was paying attention. And I just forgot that I should just picked him up and tucked him, give that glance. But the way I did it and the way I held, I don't know, it flagged for something for him. But the one he was alluding to was a desperate situation, doing something you should never, ever, ever do. But I'm the Kaiser. I do what I want. It's a rough night. I got a big bet out there.
Okay.
Not really a big bet, but a sizable bet. Sure. It wasn't like it was a guaranteed winner, but I worked my way up to a good bet. Yeah. I got a 14. He flashes a 7.
Beautiful.
He's got a stiff. So basic strategy says, he's a 6 or under on his up card. Mm-hmm. So basic strategy says, stay. There's a 7 coming. I got a big chunk of money. So I pick up my cards and kind of did this with him. He hits me. I go, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, I'll take it. Foreman steamrolled over.
Sure.
He says, you were staying. You were good. I said, no, I just picked up my cards. Your dealer hit me.
Yeah.
Now here's the psychology side of this. I already knew what was going to happen prior. If I was going to get called out, I already knew I won the argument.
Yeah.
Because all he has is what he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
All I have is I know that I picked up the cards. He screwed up.
Yep.
I benefited. Pay me, bitch. I couldn't resist.
And you can't do that too often, obviously.
No, you
It's
can't.
a once
In
in
fact,
a blue moon
in the video,
thing.
I brought this out, and I told him, this is not a play. You do not do this.
Right.
I would advise, definitely don't ever, even in playing on the square, don't do it. Mm-hmm. Because it's too obvious.
Are you drinking during these nights?
No,
Not
I
at all.
don't drink.
What do you?
Neither of us drink.
You don't drink at all.
I drink in a year what most people consume in a night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I drink Cokes.
Big gulps. Love that.
They deliver the Cokes, and that's all I drank. I did not drink. I'm going to be straight as possible.
Nobody on the team drank. Mm-hmm. Because the last thing we want is some drunk.
Yeah.
Although, the best was when somebody appeared to be drunk and they weren't.
Are you appearing to be drunk, Kaiser?
No, here's the story. This is my favorite story and one of the best moments I ever had doing this. I mean, I had great moments, but he sets me up with another agent. Now, I had a couple, and he says, well, here, I got someone, and he's not working. He says, I'm going to send you somebody. He says,
so he had not met this
I don't know what this guy looks like, but he knows, the agent knows what I look like.
And there's a code word.
And there's code word or something like this. Mm-hmm. He's an ex-LA cop or some cop, undercover.
Yeah.
So he's reputable,
Yeah.
sharp guy. So I'm sitting there dealing away, and I see some guy lingering around outside. And, just kind of so okay, that possibly be him. Mm-hmm. He's got his beer bottle on. He's kind of swaying, sits down, slops a little like.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, that can't be him. That guy's trashed. And at the time, my first chair was full.
Yeah.
Well, eventually he got up and left.
Yeah.
This slog sloshes over to my game and literally
Plops himself down.
puts his beer up there. Gives me the cold word. I go, fuck.
Son of a gun.
What the hell happened here?
Yeah.
Well, if Dustin says he's good,
Yeah.
I guess he's good. And I fired out there, and to my surprise, it was his act.
He killed it. He crushed it.
Oh, my God. He was on the money. He was sharp as a tack, walked out with shitloads of money.
Yeah.
And I was stunned because his character was so wow.
So
Now,
funny.
we had a promotion. Every time we got a blackjack, which surprisingly got quite a few of them, you get a ticket. You take these tickets to the promotional booth. You get hats, mugs, shirts, all this wristbands, all this crap.
Yeah.
So the next time he comes in, he's dressed in all this crap. He's got the hat, the T-shirt, the bands. He's got the mug.
Yeah.
He's sitting down. He's just so happy, jovial. I go, what the fuck? And he played idiot to the max.
Good for him.
Oh, my God. He was awesome. I had more fun with him than
That's so
ever.
funny.
Because he was spot on every time. No problems with him.
Yeah.
But his characters were so far out there that you couldn't help but notice them. But if you're noticing him, you're not noticing what's going on in the game. God, it was great. He was phenomenal.
That's great.
But that first initial thing, what did you
Who
send
is
me
this bozo?
on?
How many guys did you have working with you at the max, Dustin? How many guys do you think how many agents?
Well, the big plays would be 10, 12, 14.
What do you mean the big plays?
Like the computer coolers.
Computer coolers.
They're not done very often, but you need an entire team to get a computer cooler down.
Can you elaborate what that means?
Basically, a cooler is where you switch decks.
Okay.
Okay. Risky.
Prearranged set
Yeah.
of cards.
A computer cooler, the computer figures out how to play the hands without switching the cards. A guy called the recorder would record every card that was played. It's a 6-deck face-up game, so he sees all the cards. So now the computer is going to go and compute how to play the hands. You have one player, he plays 1, 2, or 3 hands after the false shuffle the deck. And basically the BP, big player, is just playing off the signals of the recorder. Play 1, 2, or 3 hands, X amount of hit cards.
Yeah.
So in a sense, the entire 6 decks is stacked for the player.
Wow, that's so advanced.
Well, what's
Back
really
in the
interesting-
80s,
yeah,
big
what
time.
makes this really interesting is the recorder is literally wearing a PC on his back.
Okay.
They just stripped out the motherboard, wired it
Yeah.
to where he could input it. That's the ingenious part. Back then, when they were the size of a pickup truck,
Are they on the floor with you too? They're
Oh,
like
they have to
in the
be.
they're
pit?
right at the game.
He's got to record. He's got a keypad
What?
in his pocket. He's recording the cards as he sees. He's got a wired earpiece, no wireless back.
Yeah.
then, long hair to cover it.
Yeah.
So the programmers literally taught the computer to talk.
Yeah.
And say 2 numbers like 2, 3.
Yeah.
Meaning play 2 hands, take 3 hit cards. And that was ingenious.
Oh, that was
Wow.
phenomenal.
So
Crazy.
you had a guy doing that on how to, wow.
it's
It
out
really
there.
was.
It's
Back
out there.
then, casinos had no clue what
Yeah.
hit them. Because, let's say Kaiser's the BP, he comes up, takes over the game.
Yeah.
They can watch everything seems on the square. And there's nothing on the cards, so they can examine the cards till rapture.
Sure.
You know
They're
what
clean.
really sells that is that they devised it to where your mechanic sets up the cards, lays them all out, puts them up, does all the false shuffling, puts them in shoe, go on break, you leave the table, some innocent bystander comes in and deals out all the hands.
So that's that's another beautiful thing you guys did is you would and the one of your inside people would be the dealer. They would
Yes.
set it up as they would want it in everybody's favor, and then the dealer would immediately go on break, and the next dealer to come on to take their
Takes
their
all the
spot
heat.
takes
Yeah.
all the heat. They don't know anything because
No.
the deck's already shuffled, everything's good, and they're just playing out, and you guys are hitting big.
Right.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
that was
It
ingenious.
How long did that take to set up? To
Well,
master.
I'm talking like, I was involved about 6 of them, but the really big one took probably 3 weeks to get everybody, because, you had a big crew. Everybody had to know what they were doing. You had turns. So let's say Kaiser's the dealer, and he's false shuffling those cards. Well, if you're the boss, we would have another team member at the right time buy in like 10,000
Yeah.
cash.
At a different table? Or
Yeah,
the same?
yeah. So everybody's going to go there to, the bosses I'm talking about in the eye in the sky.
Yeah.
But if you start coming back towards our game, we have attractive lady cut into you, talk to you, so you don't see the shuffle.
The
Now-
old ploy. That's
Oh,
so,
yeah. And now if you have, like the little old grandma, for whatever reason, starts to look at that shuffle, we take her out
Yeah.
into the desert. No, I'm kidding. And talk to her.
Yeah, sure.
So nobody sees the
Brilliant.
shuffle. So who's ever the dealer, Kaiser, is calm
Brilliant.
as a cucumber.
yeah.
You guys really did think of everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't understand how you didn't get caught. That blows my
Well,
mind.
we were good.
You must
Now you took the words right from our mouth. We weren't good.
so
We were
good.
phenomenal. Hey, how's that? Whack!
Oh my god.
No, I mean, you know how they talk about being in the zone?
Yeah.
When I was a dealer, and especially when I was shuffling up those cards, I was in the zone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I had eyes in my thumb.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to look at the cards.
Brilliant.
And I was thinking, if you're the boss,
Yeah.
burn me.
Yeah.
There's nothing you're going to see.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is.
And it worked because I did it lots.
His challenge to the boss is burning him, and he does a bit he brought up, which I didn't even know about until he brought up on the episode,
Oh, yeah.
about a boss coming over and instructing him that he's not shuffling right.
Really?
And go ahead, this is great. I mean,
Okay,
this
so
is
older boss,
phenomenal.
nice guy, older boss.
Yeah.
And it's a dead game.
Yeah.
So he goes, you clump shuffle, which I did some, especially
It is
when
a clump. If
This
you're
guy was
controlling
here.
like this, yeah.
So he goes, and he does a shuffle, goes, now I want you to shuffle like that. Well, I know this is my big time, because I knew 30, 40 years in the future, I'd be right at a place like this telling this story. So this is exactly why I did it.
You just time travel.
swear.
You just time travel.
So I do 2 push-through shuffles which are entirely false shuffles.
Okay.
Right under his nose, because he's watching the shuffles.
Yeah.
He goes, that's the way to shuffle.
So a push through shuffle is all you're doing is taking packet A, packet B, shuffling them together, and push them through each other. So now you have A on this side and B on this side. No disturbance in the cards, and you just restack them.
Unbelievable.
Standard
It's a very
magician
hard shuffle
false
to
shuffle.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the easiest one to
It's
do.
because one card gets out, everything's screwed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So pa-doom, and
Brilliant.
And he bought it, and I said, "No, that's ballsy.
That's a
That's
ballsy
ballsy.
move. You got balls, kid. I'll
That
tell
was
you
a
what.
ballsy move, and
That was
I have to
great.
applaud him. And I'm glad he did that because 40 years later, now I can say, yeah, I saw, I heard that story.
Let me interject another funny story. Kind of
Please.
goes with the coolers.
Yes.
So when we did big plays like that, I would always wear a disguise.
Yeah.
Because I thought, it's going to be filmed and stuff.
A disguise.
Yeah,
What are
literally.
you, like a wig?
Mustache?
I'd have the dark hair, the gray hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have, supposedly, and I don't know if it's true, but remember the Freddy Krueger movies?
Yeah.
Somehow I met the makeup artist, and he made us false teeth.
Oh, the false teeth.
Son of a
And the false teeth,
I
not
remember
only
the
does it
false
change your
teeth.
teeth, but it protrudes your
Change
Your
upper
mouth
lip.
Yeah.
stick out.
And then I took a pacifier, cut it in 2, and put it up my nose, so my nose flared out. I looked different. But you know how you look at
the
yourself in
physical
the mirror,
features are not the same is what we're
and
going
you
at
kind
with
of
that.
see yourself.
Yeah.
So I said, what's the best test? So my parents are coming in. Of course, they don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is back when you go right to the gate almost. So I'm sitting there front center. I want them to see me.
At the airport?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They walk right past me. And they know I'm supposed to pick them up.
Right.
So then, Southwest or whatever, you go down the escalator.
Yeah.
So I get right behind my dad. I tap him on the shoulder. I go, hey, do you know what time it is? Looks at his watch, goes, it's 7:30, pal. Never made me. Never
Oh, my
made me.
gosh.
So then I knew if my own parents
You knew
didn't
it.
recognize
Yeah.
me, some casino boss
Oh.
there's hell isn't going to recognize me.
Incredible.
Yeah, that was great.
I'll tell you what I like. I like the fact that you're telling these stories. And these stories are just the tip of the iceberg of the stories that you've not only have told, but are going to tell in the future. You guys have your own podcast going.
do?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
When did we
yes.
start that?
Next week.
Tell us a little bit about it, if you don't mind, please. Give a little
We
self-promotion.
don't even remember. This is pathetic. We don't even remember how we actually came up with the idea. Just, one of us said it and the other was
I
jumped
think
on
how
it.
it worked is he was starting to put out little shorts
Yes.
of moves and stuff.
Yeah.
And, I watch them and go, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Hey, that one's kind of interesting. That's a podcast.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
kind of expand
Which-
on it.
Yeah, it said, okay, this is interesting. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Bores the hell out of me. But no, it's interesting. I said, that might be an idea as a podcast. I don't know anything about podcasting. None, zilch.
Yeah.
I just know that's the buzzword.
Yes.
So podcast, hey, I approached him and said, what you're doing with those shorts, maybe we can make a podcast out of this.
You
Right.
can make a full 20-minute, 30-minute episode.
Yeah, and he goes, well, yeah, him again. We're both in the dark about this podcast shit.
Yeah, I never.
And so that's basically how I guess it started and how it grew. We winged it.
Yeah.
I think everyone else does. They just wing through it, and it just developed, and it's starting to turn into a little bit more of a production, and it's getting interesting.
What's the podcast name?
Cheating at Blackjack. Yeah,
Simple
it's
enough.
Direct.
Just, you know exactly what you're getting. I love that.
Well, and anyone that looks up cheating at Blackjack, they're going to find you
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah, you can find the ampersand cheating at Blackjack. It's very simple.
Is there any media, any movies or TV shows that you feel are as accurate as possible? Because you guys have obviously experienced it firsthand. Obviously, Ocean's 11 and all that stuff is one thing. But, are there any movies or shows that you've seen that are like, oh, that actually could happen? Or that's pretty close to being factual?
I made reference to just that premise, and I think it was our last episode, or one of the last ones we just filmed, is we're talking about the cooler, and out of the blue, it hit me. Oh, yeah. If you've ever seen the movie The Sting, the deck switch on the train is a cooler.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I've
pretty
seen.
realistic.
Realistic on the spot. That's how they do it. They swap decks.
That's so ballsy.
Just like that. That simple. And that's the only time I've actually seen something that is dead on. Well, balls on accurate. That's what that is.
Now, obviously, you guys have at the time you were fooling the casinos. Was there ever been like a home game that you've maybe no. You're not gonna cheat.
Well, here's my
civilians.
model. And this is something I say a lot, and I do believe it. Never cheat family or friends. Everyone else is fair game. So if I like you, you're safe.
How's our relationship? We good? Are we good?
well,
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Because here's the thing: is when they find out you're a magician, especially when I was dealing, I would not let people know I was a magician because they automatically equate magician, cheat.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so I never let anyone know. And they said, well, you're a magician. You can cheat people. Then that's when I would say, if I like you, you're safe.
Yeah.
Everyone else is fair game.
Yeah.
I don't have, if I like you, then I'm not going to affect you or steal from you or anything of that nature. But if I don't know you, I have no qualms about if something comes up, not to hurt you or anything. But if there's an opportunity, I'll take the money.
Fair enough.
Doesn't hurt me.
Now, to piggyback on that, and you hear, well, yeah, these guys cheated, but they cheated other players. No, we never had to do that. They didn't keep track of the money that much back in the 80s.
Right.
It wasn't worth it. The best play that could ever happen, he comes in, I don't make a move, and he wins every hand.
Yeah.
Would never happen, but that would be the absolute best play. The fewer moves we made, the less chance you get
less chance to get caught. If you don't do the moves, you don't get caught. And we never did the moves just because we could.
Right. Oh,
We already knew we could.
yeah.
But we're not going to do them just to be showy and to practice or whatever. We practice off the field, not on the field.
Were the casinos cheating players at all in the 80s?
Nah,
No,
None of that?
they never.
Although, a road trip,
Uh-oh.
Grandma was trying to cheat us.
What? Who's grandma?
Tell the story. You tell it better.
Who's
than
grandma?
I.
Kaiser's grandma?
Oh God! Oh
Was that
God!
your grandma? You never told me?
If it was, I would have slapped her silly. We decided that our skills were doing well in Vegas. Let's take a road trip to Reno and let's really show them how to do this shit.
Sure.
So on the way up to Reno, that very exciting drive. Oh, I'm sorry. We stopped into a few small casinos to play, to eat, or whatever, and we come across this table. No one's at it, and little old lady back there. I mean, she had to be 142.
She was the dealer?
She was the dealer. She was. I mean, I'm not dogging on age, but she was old.
Yes, sir.
My God, she was old. So we sat down. He's on third. I'm on first. Whatever. Now she's shuffling. And when you shuffle, you keep the cards low. She's bringing them way up, flashing out every card, and then holding some back, holding some back, holding some here and there. Both Dustin and I could see the indices of these cards as they're falling.
And so could she, obviously.
Yeah.
She is moving cards around, clumps of cards, high and low. She's separating the deck.
Right.
Not well. Or not invisibly, let me put it that
Yes.
way.
Yeah.
So now that we kind of looked at each other and go, really? Now comes the cut. I try to stick him in, she moves the deck. I try to put him in, she moves the deck.
The cut card is done.
The cut card.
yeah.
So I get the plastic cut card. Every time I tried to stick it where I wanted it, she'd move the deck. She'd move the deck again. I start laughing. I go, really?
What's going on here?
So she wants me to cut her card. What she wants to do is cut the high cards out of play,
Okay.
That favors the casino.
which favors it because if she has a low card up, I'm not going to hit, and then she could draw out.
Yeah, sure.
And it worked.
Yeah.
We played one round and we decided to leave. It was really bad. We called her grandma ever since. But
And him being a nice guy, I don't know if you remember this, but you took like a 25-cent piece, threw it on the table as we leave, say, take lessons.
That's awesome.
she was
Classic Kaiser.
unbelievable. My God.
Classic Kaiser. I
But
love
that's
that.
the only time. But in the norm, casinos do not cheat. I
Yeah.
mean, they're not going to put their license in jeopardy because their money is built in.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever goes in the box, they're getting a percentage of that.
Right.
So there's no need to cheat.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people say, well, they cheated me. They do it on, they hired cheating dealers and stuff like that. Yeah, when the mobs ran it, sure. I mean, I can see
50s
that.
and 60s, but
I
not
can
in the
see
80s
that.
on.
But when you have the money that's being drawn into these boxes and they're getting a percentage of it, they don't need to cheat.
Yeah.
The money's built in.
So why now? Why are you sharing your story with the world now as opposed to just taking it to your grave? Or You know,
That's
whatever.
a great question. Why?
Well,
Why
one,
did
it's-
you do this?
It's a lot of fun.
It's a hell of a lot of fun.
And we still have enough marbles to be able to talk pretty
Yeah.
well and can do the moves
Yeah.
another 10, 20 years.
There's a good point. We can still manipulate the card.
Yeah.
Give me a couple more years, I may not be able to.
And I'm being dead serious here. We're one of the few people on Earth who really did this and did it a lot, not once or twice.
yeah, we didn't. It wasn't a whim.
Never got caught
This was a profession for a while.
and can still talk about it intelligently
Yeah.
and do the moves.
Yeah.
So you're not going to find this level of exposure, I don't think, anywhere else.
Transparency, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's fun. This was so long ago, and just being
The
frank,
conditions
most
don't
of the
exist
people
anymore.
Yeah.
who we cheated against are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're literally dead. If they were in their 50s,
Yeah.
they're still alive. They're 90. They wouldn't even know who they are,
Yeah.
let alone who we are.
Wow.
Thinking of Beamer there.
Legend has it, Grandma's still around kicking.
No,
in,
oh, she's
the old Roadhouse.
Grandma's probably still there.
Yeah,
about
she's still
180.
she's
Oh,
still
my
working her
God.
magic.
She was unique. She was so unique.
No, but this is, and it is. It's a lot of fun. It is work. We take it seriously,
Yeah.
but then we have a good time. I mean,
We-
you got to do a outtake of reel because what are you looking like that for?
Outtake for real.
No, an outtake reel.
Oh, I should. Oh, I have a lot. I thought you said do an outtake for real. I go, well, okay.
Because sometimes he's going on about something and look at me and go, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
What was the question again?
Oh, that's just, Monday. I have a 2-line intro.
Oh, God.
All right?
Yeah.
I get halfway through and I go, what do I say next?
He's putting you to work.
So I go, he tells me, I go, okay, blah, blah. He says, you got the script right there. Oh, okay.
The two of you.
I couldn't.
You should write it on a whiteboard, put it behind the camera.
Well,
There you go.
well, right now I do have our last session. I can't remember what it was about. There you go. See, I can't even. It was 2 days ago. I have a whiteboard of questions to ask.
Yeah.
That way I just kind of wing it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just have a direction. That doesn't always help.
Listen.
But I have a direction. My mind, I'm flighty.
Work
as
in
hell.
progress. It's a work
There
in
you go.
progress.
Because he can crack me up. I don't know if you edit him out, but sometimes I'm just about to
Oh, we-
lose it. And I'm trying not to because I'm trying to make it easy
Some-
for him.
It's
Some
planes,
of the
trains,
shit
and automobiles.
we say back
That's
and forth
exactly
to
what
each other.
Yeah.
We stun each other. And we just start cracking up. It's like, where the hell did you get this at?
So, at what point did you guys decide to hang it up? What was the point where you were just like, you know what, we're done?
Well, for me, a couple things. One, I had a good run, never got caught, made a lot of money, and my mentor got popped. I had nothing to do with it. But I also attended his wedding, which was a pretty private thing. And we found out the FBI surveilled the wedding. So
He's
now,
a big name. He's a big
now
guy.
they know I know him for sure. So I thought, this is not good. And it's time to just retire.
Smart.
And that's why I got out.
I had no mentor.
Yeah.
I had no big guy to worry about.
I mean,
Yeah. No, well, he was my main source.
Yeah, sure.
I had agents coming in, but he was my main source. He dried up, so I still have my other agents. Rather than try to recruit more agents, which is a lot of work,
And dangerous.
it's dangerous. It's hard work. We spent countless hours perfecting our craft.
sure.
I mean, hour after hour, just doing the same stupid shit over and over and over again. Boring as hell.
Yeah.
But we each had blackjack tables at our house so we could practice.
So we practiced everything we got going. So once he was dropped out, rather than trying to recruit someone, go through all that training, and then the trust issue is the other thing. Because
Yes.
if I don't know this person well enough, or if I have a friend and he's walking out with all my money,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to short me or not.
Yeah.
And that's a big concern because we're dealing, we don't really know what's in his pockets. We have a rough idea. But, if I give him 2 snappers at $500 a pop, that's $1,500 he's got in his pocket. And all of a sudden he shows up and says, here's your cut, $600.
Right.
Huh?
Wait a second.
What happened?
Yeah.
I bought a lot of big
lot
gold.
of big
Yeah,
golf.
all those big gulps.
So I didn't want to go through all that hassle.
Sure.
And to give you an idea how tough this is, which it's second nature to us, I tried to bring somebody in when he was still dealing. I explained the concept to him. He's going, okay, oh yeah, I got this. Oh yeah, this is easy, simple. yeah, right. So I bring him in, I go up against Dustin. And I'm doing it, and we're doing it, and he's sitting there watching and all this stuff. Afterwards, I said, okay, you get a rough idea? No, I don't know what he was doing. what do you mean you didn't? I sat him so he could see the flash.
Yeah.
So he was sitting kind of close to me. I'm in more than usual. So he could see the flash. He knows exactly where to look. He sees nothing. He doesn't know. He doesn't get it.
So funny.
I want to go, are you fucking stupid?
It's got to be tough because you really, not everybody can have that same mindset. Or the same,
You know,
Yeah.
you bring up an excellent point, and you have to have that mindset.
Yeah.
You have to actually, I don't know, see it or have the set mindset, like you said, to see it.
quick-witted or, you're doing multiple things
Something.
at a time. It's not for everyone.
It is not for everyone, and not everyone can do it, as I found out.
Yeah.
It's a skill that has to be developed, and even, well, it's like magic. I could do a trick and tell you exactly how to. Okay. I can't help but do that. There was, when I was behind a bar, a guy comes in. He's an amateur magician.
Fucking Kaiser. I love this guy.
He comes in, he says, let me show you a trick. Is that okay? I said, yeah, let me see what you got. He does this really nice effect.
Yeah.
I said, that's really cool. I said, I do the same effect. Let me show you how I do it.
Yeah.
Did the exact same thing, the exact same moves, exactly the same. And his first words were, well, how did you do that? How do you mean, how did I do? I did the same thing you did.
You just did
No,
it better.
I did it better.
Yeah.
And I smoothed it out, and I have the skill.
Yeah.
But even though he knew what he was watching, he couldn't see it because
Yeah.
it wasn't what he was used to seeing. So you bring up a good point. They just don't have that set,
Yeah.
that mindset to see it.
Too funny.
That one broke me up. I said, what do you mean? What? I just, the same thing, the same moves.
Can you guys give me a ballpark of the amount that you feel like you guys have won over the entire career?
I honestly don't know.
He's got bigger
Very
scores than
good,
I do.
thief, etc. And we were doing a big play. Said never write anything down. So
Sure.
I never
Yeah.
kept any track. If you don't write anything down, there's nothing.
There's nothing.
Fine. So it was between what $97 and 104.
Something like that. It was. Oh, I had to
I
tip
don't
the
have
waiter
an
one,
idea.
so it's
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
It's 100 flat.
More than $5.
Yes.
By the way, it's interesting. He said we never wrote anything down. Now I did keep a database.
Oh yeah, this is ingenious. It's
I
back
kept
in the 80s.
Back in the
also.
80s, so I had whatever system. I guess it was. Windows just came out. I
Yeah,
think.
sure.
Probably, yeah.
Or they came out, whatever. But I had a database of all the bosses we interacted with.
Okay.
So we had all nicknames. We had Red, Little Girl, and we had them all named. So I could look at this thing and say, okay, I was up at this person like 4 times this week. Maybe I'd not go up against.
You try to avoid them.
We
Yeah,
try being
yeah.
seen all the time.
Yeah.
We want different bosses to see us. So I did keep a database of who was watching our games. So that way I would have a rough idea of how many times someone is seeing me
Yeah.
play against him. Not that they would connect the dots,
Yeah.
but in my head, I don't want them to try to connect the dots.
Exactly.
So I did keep a database of that.
As soon as they have that thought in their mind, then it sticks with them. And
But
then
pretty
every
much.
time they see you, that's one of the things that
Yeah,
comes to mind.
you don't want them to connect the dots between me and him.
But wouldn't you say generally every time you came in to play against me, you at least played against 2 other dealers?
I did play together. I had
Yeah.
to do what we call cover play.
Smart.
I had to actually play the game.
Yeah.
Gambling sucks. I tell you, it really does.
Are you guys able to enjoy gambling, like playing it straight now? Or is you
I haven't made a bet since 1990.
Really?
I'm only going to play if I got the best.
Yeah.
The odds.
Yeah.
If not, I kind of find it boring when I did
Yeah.
play. You know, when I dealt, it was great when him or somebody else was sitting at the table, my agent. But when I had to deal on the square, it was so boring. It was just
Dealing 21 is boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
Wild.
is. Yeah.
Julie, do you have any last questions before we get out of here? I learned a lot so far, and I'm very excited to try this out today.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. So obviously, casinos have changed a lot, and I've only ever seen what we know as casinos now. Given I turned 21 about 6 years ago.
Oh, God. Oh,
But
Julie.
not that I'm saying we're encouraging it, but would you are people even able to cheat in the same way that you would have been able to in the 80s?
Not in the same way. There's different things you can do which are riskier
Sure.
and
Right,
a
I'm
lot
sure-
of high-tech stuff now.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, dealers don't even shuffle the cards, most of them in most places.
Yeah, the whole environment as far as casinos, you can't do what we do. They don't handle the decks anymore. They don't shuffle.
Well, and I feel like a lot of blackjack is the automated machine now.
And they're all going that way. They're all their shoes.
Yep.
And I mean, in theory, I guess you could throw in a computer cooler on one of these shoes. But the thing is, we don't, I take that back. They're all machine shuffle, but they use the shoes.
Right.
And we also evolving into the auto shufflers where it just spits out cards.
Right.
So what we did is not at all applicable today.
Yeah.
Not at all. I mean, there's people out there still cheating the game in various ways, but not like we did. We were just hardcore taking the money.
And even single and double deck are so rare to find. If you do find them, there's only a handful of tables that are doing everything.
Exactly.
Else is,
And so you're not going to be able to blend.
right.
You don't have a whole casino to go to. You got one table. You're
Yeah.
just going to be called out very quickly.
And what we did, it was all sleight of hand, so they
Yes.
could search us. Now, if you got computers or lasers or whatever, they catch you with that. It's bad
Yeah.
news.
Yeah, they
Wild.
just have to cut off our fingers if they caught us.
I still can't believe you guys didn't get caught. I mean, listen, with Dustin at the helm, making sure that everything is exactly in order, I get it. Especially after meeting you and being able to talk to you guys, I see the meticulousness that you have. But it still blows my mind that you were able to do 500 or so plays and still dodge and weave and never really get caught.
That is the beauty of the whole thing. Is it's so under the radar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's blatant, but it's hidden. It's under the guise of doing what every dealer does. There's nothing out of the norm. The motions are exactly the same. They load the card, they shuffle the same. It's all the same with slight variations. And those variations are so slight that if you're not really hawking it or knowing what you're looking at, you won't notice it.
So, actually, I have one more question. Julie raised her hand, but
Oh, I'm gonna go because I raised my hand.
Yeah.
And
go ahead. Yes, you there in the front.
Yes, ma'am.
I have two questions, so we'll go me, you, me.
Okay.
Right
fair.
on.
Fair.
I love questions.
Yes.
My first one, if someone were to show you guys 4 different tables going on at once, and one of them was pulling the same stuff you used to, would you be able to tell which one it was?
Yes.
You guys would
You could
know?
spot
If
it.
they were doing what we were doing, there are
There are
serious tells of what's going on.
But you
But
have
you have to
really
know
You have
that
to know
it's
what
happening.
you're looking at.
Oh,
yeah.
And in one of our episodes, we mentioned that we follow procedure, but there's slight variations to it.
Right.
And one is with the flash. When you deal a double deck or single deck, your hand should be flat
Right.
to the table. So your deck should always be up. And when you load the card, you pretty much can do this.
Yeah.
Over here like that, you're going complete 90
right, right.
degrees is a dead tell.
Yeah.
like
Let's see
this.
this. Let's see the
But it's
first
like
one.
this, I'm not going to be able to flash him the card because if I flash the card, it
Right.
goes into the floor.
So that whole hand turn is a tell.
Okay.
Now you can see it.
Right. So, yeah, you flashing like me.
Thank you very little.
So there's a tell there.
Yeah.
You're supposed to. Back then they were very strict, but I got away with a lot because I'm a clumsy dice dealer. So I could put my hands in places they weren't supposed to go.
Yeah.
You're supposed to keep the deck high. I kept it low.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have your hand square to the table. I had it all the way here.
Sure.
I'm supposed to have this hand up. I had it on the table because I could signal him things.
You played the role.
I bent the rules to whatever suited me. But if I were to burn a dealer under the guidance of the rules and they were doing those things, I could spot them in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I mean, you really can because I know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
But as a norm, no one's going to be able to see it.
Wild.
I mean, we're proof of it. No one.
Yeah.
With bosses standing there, surveillance watching, the whole thing.
I love that.
Do I have time for a quick story?
Please, you have time for all.
Here's
the
a quick story, and this
want more
is
stories.
my favorite one. We're talking about coolers. I've done 2 of them, almost 3
As
of
the
them.
dealer,
As
which
the
is
dealer.
very rare.
Okay, so
Crazy.
I physically dealt 2 coolers. One, the third one is when I got fired. That made me cry. And so I was trying to go for 3, getting greedy. But anyway, it's just a single deck cooler. The house limit was $2,000.
Okay.
Seriously high for that time. Now, false shuffling a single deck after they've been laid out is quite easy. It's very easy to do. But in this particular place, the BP walks up,
Big player.
big player, $2,000 limit. We got lucky. The first round was 3 hands. That's $6,000.
Yeah.
So I'm dealing him out. Well, what a surprise. He wins all 3 hands.
Beautiful.
I do not have the money in the rack to pay him. So almost, it seemed like immediately they must have anticipated if this guy wins, we need more money.
Right.
So they already had a fill coming. It gets there. Now the rules, and when I get a fill, these cards have to be discarded for me to take the fill.
Sure.
Now I'm in the middle of a hand. I got cards on the table. So I'm telling the security guard, give me the fill. He said, no, put the cards away. Give me the fill. I need the fill. I got to pay the bets. Give me the fill. And I'm literally screaming,
Yeah.
give me the fill so I can pay the bets. Mind you, I've got 87,000 bosses behind me, and no one's stepping in.
Yeah.
I just took control of the situation. He finally slaps the checks out there. We do our thing.
Yeah.
He goes away. Next hand, we get another 3-hander. Oh, wow. Another $6,000. Guess what? I run out of money.
Oh, no.
Here comes Barney Fife. He comes up with this. Now we go through the same damn argument.
Yeah.
Put the checks. No, put the checks. No, put the. And we just back and forth. Finally, he gives in, puts the checks out there. I pay the bets.
Yeah.
Now, one of those was a double down, which is really cool.
Nice.
So that's $8,000.
Yeah.
Well, God was in my favor, I guess, that day. He's a cheat, too, I guess. But I'm sorry. If you guys are religious, I'm really sorry.
You're good.
Classic Kaiser.
3 more hands we get, which, wow, okay? 3 hands. Wow. Here comes the money, some more. And in those moments, he got 2. He got 1 double down.
Yeah.
Then he gets a 12. Okay, I want a double. Huh?
Which is very rare
Rare.
Yeah.
and odd.
$2,000. He has a 12, and I have a 10 up. He wants a double. Wow. And I want that card face up. I mean, I want it face down. Now, our policy, if you're doubling on a busting hand, is do it face up because the casino wants their money now.
Sure.
If you lose, they want their money.
Okay.
Well, so he's got 4,000. He wants his card face down. Hey, he wants it face down. All right, go ahead. So I put it face down. I don't know what it is.
Now, he's going rogue at this time?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's following what the computer's saying.
Yeah.
He knows he's not going to bust on the 12,
Yeah.
so he's taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Saying he wants to double
Brilliant
on the
play.
12.
Brilliant.
So he's knows he's going to win, but he's going to take advantage of that win with a hand that he can get away with.
Yeah, sure.
So because it's uncommon but not heard of to double on 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
But $2,000 into a 10?
Yeah.
What the? So we go through this whole thing, and he takes his money to the cage. Now, that was a $24,000 win
my
On a single deck.
on a single deck in 3 hands.
Wow.
That's a lot of money to go out.
Which should have never happened.
Should have
but
never happened.
Kaiser had the balls to
It should have never
basically
gone
yell
first.
at
Yeah.
the security guard.
It should have
which
never
is
gone
great.
past that first hand. It should have been broken up right there.
Unbelievable.
But I took control. But here's the thing. I've got the casino manager, the shift boss, floorman up the ass, all around this table, and not one spoke up.
That's wild.
Nobody.
Why is that?
To this day, I'm sitting there going, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah. Why didn't they?
But they didn't. I mean, I literally jumped out and took control. I told the guy, I was fighting with the security guard.
Wow.
Barney Fife was right. I had to put those cards down. I would not do it.
And the catch, the owner of the casino literally said, if I can't see it, nothing's happening.
He had that belief in himself.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he
Really?
was a
I've worked with
fool.
him in 2 different joints.
How do you know he said that?
He stated in, I think, a newspaper, an article.
like that.
Okay.
He thought he was some kind of
He's a
gaming
cocky. He
expert.
loved gaming. He was
Yeah.
a nice guy. He loved gaming. He wanted to be involved in all the action.
Wow.
When I worked with him in another joint, we had a big player land on the dice table. He sat right in the box. He sat right there. He wanted to be hands-on. We give this guy $50,000 in markers.
Yeah.
He sits there and he's going about. He's really finally. And again, we got everybody and their uncle behind the game because now you got the owner and casino manager sitting in the box watching this guy play. I look down. I'll just name him, Bob. Do you think you should put the Lammers out now?
Wow.
He goes, oh, yeah. He says, you're the only one balls to tell me that.
That's hilarious. That's
So-
very funny.
He also, this was after the cooler play, and
Yeah.
he was in the pit, and no one said a word. And the guy comes up to me, one of the floormen, one of the flunkies. He goes, boy, that was very strange. I go, I know, but doubling on 12? Why would you double on a 12? So I just focused everything on this 12. And he goes, yeah, what? That makes no sense, doubling on a 12.
You guys played the role, especially you. You played the role.
Oh, I'm a
flawlessly.
flake. I mean, I can play anything, and I pull it off very well.
Yeah. Dustin, you mentioned you had a mentor. I'm assuming he's the one that kind of got you involved and kind of showed you the ropes, obviously. Is there any advice that he gave you that kind of stuck with you to this day of, like, being in this world where it's not everybody's involved, and it's a totally different type of lifestyle, I guess, because you're a normal civilian during the day, but also you're doing things that not a lot of people are familiar with at night. Is there any like advice or things that he shared with you that still kind of sticks with you?
Well, not in words, but example. I mean, he was just fantastic with the moves. So that helped me, become really good with the moves. So there was never a question of, especially if he was doing a move, boy, is he going to be able to do it?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I approached it. I got to move down about as good as you could.
Yeah.
So it's never being nervous doing the moves. That never really entered my mind.
What about loyalty in this? Because you're coming across a lot of people that, especially with a good amount of money, can make them do things that,
Oh, absolutely. I mean, our episode just the other day touched on that. And basically, you can be one of the best in the world at whatever, but that doesn't mean you're great at everything.
Oh, that's right.
And you just gotta, especially in this environment, you can't trust the wrong people.
Yeah.
And you should be good at reading people and saying, we had a BP and a really big computer cooler. We didn't know if he was going to come back to the rendezvous place with the money. Because this guy was real shady.
Yeah.
If he was telling us the truth, this guy was a bad guy. I don't
Really?
know how we found him. So what me and another guy told him before the play, we said, this is a test for you. You do good at this play.
Yeah.
We got another casino we're going to hit with the computer cooler.
Yeah.
Score's going to be about $1 million. Thinking if he was going to run with the money
Yeah, he'd stick around at least.
for the $1 million score. Of course, that was all fictitious. And luckily, he did show up. But again, this is the kind of guy, I never saw him again. I didn't want to. He was a hardcore bad guy, if he was telling us the truth.
Sure. Anything to wrap us up with, Julia?
Yeah, my
you had
final
you had one more
question.
question
yes.
for us for the classroom. Yeah.
Here's the wrap up, and it's a real simple, easy question, and the answer might be no. Seems like everybody had a nickname except for you.
No, I had one.
You just don't want to share it.
Oh, I can share it.
I want to know. We've got the Kaiser, we've got the recorder.
Is it Lucky Charms? That's what I want to know. Is it Lucky
Lucky
Charms?
that one.
Charms or, no, and this is a funny story. I was called the Buffalo. The reason I was called the Buffalo is this was a huge play.
Yeah.
We had 5 cheating dealers, 7 players, bosses, but we had to get hired on the square.
Yeah.
The shift boss was not going to hire me. He didn't want any connection.
Yeah.
So at the time, I had hair down to here, a big beard that's 260 pounds.
Boy, he looked like
my
a buffalo.
Yeah.
Really?
So I go
Yeah.
down to audition. Boss says, we have no spots.
Yeah.
So I come back and I tell the main guy, he goes, well, you might want to clean yourself up a little. You look like a buffalo. And that was my nickname, the Buffalo.
Legend has it they named the slot machines after you.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. You are the Buffalo.
But after that play was finished, it took like 6-7 weeks, and we took a ton of money out there. I was one of the dealers. I come back to Vegas, cut my hair, shave my beard, and drop 90 pounds. I look completely different.
Good for you.
And then they started calling you the calf.
That's good. Okay, that's
Julia,
good.
that's a good one.
Thank you.
Guess what? You're now the calf.
Yeah.
If I have to
adorable.
be the Kaiser, you're the
The
calf.
calf. That's adorable. Kaiser and the calf.
Kaiser and the calf. I like that. But that's going to be the graphic. Huh?
That's it.
Yeah.
Kaiser and the calf.
Well, gentlemen, this was fucking amazing.
This was
Yes,
great.
thank
I
you.
really do appreciate
Can I
you
just
guys
say
doing it.
again the podcast?
Yes,
Please,
please.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's Cheating at Blackjack.
Are y'all
Cheating
on
at
social media as well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're all over the place.
Expand it a little bit. He's more over it now. I'm not a social media
Yeah.
guru.
That's okay. That's okay. You don't need to be. That's why you have the calf with you. It's gonna,
The calf. He's got all that to.
But I believe we have 12 live episodes now.
We have 12 live episodes. We got another 4 in the
The can.
yeah.
can.
I've seen a couple of them. They're good.
Oh, well, thank
They're
you.
Thank you. I
really really
appreciate
good.
that.
Julie's seen them all. Julie obsessed.
And you release them every Friday, right?
I tried to. I've missed once, but every Friday.
Good.
Yeah.
Love that.
Perfect.
Just, I don't know how you do it, but
Listen, you have your tricks. We have ours.
apparently so, because I got this last episode. That the reason I was like, we moved things around.
Yeah.
I'm not the great organizer, but I have an organization.
You have a way.
I have a way.
Yes.
he comes up and says, well, we should move this up here and move this down over this. Like, okay. So now I'm moving folders with all this crap around, and I'm putting this in here. And so in this last episode, I lost half the show.
Oh.
So I'm frantically searching this drive for all this crap, and then I found it. Yay! Then I forgot where it was at.
Oh, no.
Then I had to go find it again, and it was pure chaos. So I ended up putting out a day late. And
Listen, it happens. It's happened to us one time, and I tell you what, it will never happen again because we have, we know every time. We got to make sure to hit record. We got to make sure we save it
God,
after,
yes.
right after, whatever it is. It's
I wish I could say that never happened to me.
it's a rite of passage.
We went through half a show. Then we say, oh, let's take a break. I turn it off. Well, we didn't record. Wow, okay.
Actually, hang on, Brandon. Are we recording? Just want to make sure that we.
Well, now,
okay,
now
good. We're
he
good.
comes, he says, okay. Well, because I use a GoPro. It has a front facing.
Yeah.
And so it comes on for a preview, and then it goes off. He says, that's not on. I said, it's blinking. We're okay. Plus, I have my little iPad here so I can,
You got a system.
Like you're seeing it.
so I can see. And it didn't help that time because we went through half the show before we go turn it off, and it wasn't on.
Listen, it's a war story that you get to share
Yeah,
years down the
absolutely.
road.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But we're doing okay, I think.
I love
making
it.
it work.
Well, gentlemen, this was awesome. Cheating at Blackjack. Make sure to check it out on
Check it out. You'll
YouTube,
enjoy
all
it.
the socials, all the platforms.
It is real. It is dead real.
It is, yes.
I don't
Yeah,
know
we
where I
shoot
get-
it at a blackjack table, and depending on the episode, you see the actual moves we did.
I like that. I like the fact that in some of the episodes you actually have the top-down camera angle, and you show exactly what you see as the dealer, or
Yeah.
the eye in the sky sees at least.
Yeah, that's the big evil in the eye.
Yeah. Gentlemen, this was great. I appreciate you
very
guys
much for
coming
having
in.
us.
I appreciate you sharing. I
thank
definitely
you.
want to have you guys back and share some more war
Anytime.
stories.
Tomorrow afternoon? Is
What are you guys doing later on tonight?
No, this
love
was
it.
great fun. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, let's take a quick break, and we will be right back with more Big Head.
Bye.
There you go.
Did somebody just reopen the door? Or am I tripping?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I'm hearing things.
We're all hearing things, Julie. It's
That's the intro you're
that's
going
the
with?
intro. Let me tell you something. That was incredible. Dustin and Kaiser, they shared some pretty awesome stories, and I feel like we just got a small sample
I
size
know.
of the stories.
You got to go watch the rest of their episodes that they have out so far.
Yeah.
They really say some wild stuff.
Brandon, do you think you could be a card cheat?
They would cringe if they saw me try to shuffle a deck.
You can't shuffle?
I'm banned at the household poker game.
We're doing this
Like
right
I'm
now.
not allowed. Like I'm not allowed to shuffle.
Get that mic a little closer to you, but also take these cards. I want to see how you shuffle. Oh my God. Yeah.
He's going to spread them all out on the table.
They just fly up all over.
I don't think I can even fold the cards right.
Let's see what you got.
Okay.
No pressure. The pit boss is
Oh,
right
no,
behind
you're
you.
already
I can't
stressing
even-
me out with the way you're
can't
holding
even-
them.
God, this is. Oh. My God.
God, I hope the camera can see that.
This is a public humiliation.
The eye in the sky sees all. They see that Brandon has no idea what he's doing.
Brandon.
Oh my gosh. Brandon.
So whenever you play Uno, you have to use like the automatic Uno thing.
Brandon is just like, hey guys, do you mind if you deal? I don't
yeah.
want
He comes up with a new excuse every time. Oh, I hurt my finger. I can't.
to. Now,
No, I don't
now
even
let's
have
see.
to.
Now
They
let's
know.
see, because let's see if Brandon cut me a good
Yeah.
cut. So
21?
we kill a card there. This would be me. This is Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
This is the dealer. This is Brandon. All right, so the dealer has 9. You have 12. You're probably going to hit.
Yeah.
You have 16. You have 22. You busted. Yeah, Brandon, you basically work for the casino because the dealer has 19.
I'm actually a spy.
Yeah, you are a spy. Good for you. But that was great. What was your favorite story that they had, Julie?
Oh, my favorite story. I think it was the one about the computer cooler. Like that is just so crazy to me that someone's wearing what'd they say? Like essentially the entire
Like a
PC
motherboard.
on his back
Yeah.
or whatever. Can you imagine? I feel like if anyone walked into a casino now and saw somebody in a leather trench coat with long hair and a wired headphone in, you would know
Yeah.
immediately. Like go ahead and give the guy a fedora too while you're at it.
Crazy. Yeah, that whole I still didn't fully grasp the entire thing, but at least hearing it from them, I was like, wow, it's crazy that was actually a thing in the 80s that they were doing it.
Right.
But I'd have to. I think when I rewatch the episode, I'll probably get a better understanding of it. But in the heat of it, it was so intense. There were so many things that were going on during this episode, and so many things that were going on through their mind while they were in the middle of these plays. How much you think they actually made? They probably made.
Well, let's see. Kaiser said, one of the biggest nights he can remember, he walked away with $4,000.
Yeah.
He did roughly 150 plays.
Dustin did over
roughly
500.
500 plays. I mean, between the two of them, I'd say at least $400,000.
Yeah.
If not more.
Over the course of how many years, do you know?
4 for Dustin and 1.5 for Kaiser.
That's a good chunk of change for.
Enough for a good Jeep.
Enough for a good
For a Jeep.
enough for a good Jeep. I know. Yeah, that's.
I need to research what they're talking about with Dustin being like a world-class hiker, or what is that?
Yeah, they were sharing stories after we stopped rolling that there's much more to Dustin than
Blackjack.
Blackjack. And I'm very curious about that. I definitely want to have them back on again, but I wonder if we can get them to open up a little bit more next time.
Yeah, maybe we play Jeopardy, and the categories are Kaiser, Dustin, BigHead.
You gotta burn their Joe Lombardo so you get all the.
Yeah, exactly. They have one Joe Lombardo each they could use.
No, they have one collective Joe Lombardo.
Oh, just one collective
I
Joe
want to know
Lombardo?
the secrets.
they're-
We're only giving them one.
So funny. Well, I'm glad they're able to be out and about and share these stories now because it's awesome to hear, and I still can't believe they never got caught.
I wonder, and I wish I would have asked them, I wonder if any of the other people that they, ran these schemes with are aware that they've come out with the information about it. Obviously, they're not divulging like the people's names or whatever, but I wonder how the other people feel about Dustin and Kaiser being so open about it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting.
Because I'd be nervous. Obviously, like statute of
I
limitations.
mean, it's been 40 years. I'm sure it'd be fine. But
Yeah,
like
none of them can get in trouble at this point.
Yeah.
Unless there were other things happening too. But
Exactly. I like that story of the guy who was played the drunk
oh yeah, that was good.
player, yeah, and was just so all over the place, but actually had it all together.
Yeah, I changed my answer. That was
No.
my favorite story.
That's my story.
All right, let's see your shuffle.
You want to see my shuffle?
Yeah.
Shuffle. So, got the eye and sky watching. You're on first base. You're on third. We're doing this
Oh wow, look at that. Beautiful.
almost. And then
Better
watch.
than mine, still not great.
Stick your fingers out like this. Watch, ready? Damn, that would be good. Brandon, you up next. Coming in hot. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. It's pretty
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Double
the
jacks.
extent.
Double jacks, winning hand.
It's almost like I planned that.
Right.
But I didn't. No, I didn't share my story of getting kicked out because my
you
story,
did.
my story compared to theirs, I got kicked out of one of the casinos here in town for counting
Poorly
cards.
counting cards.
Making like $20, $30. They're making thousands and thousands of dollars, and they're doing it for, as a full-time gig.
I wonder how they split the money too. Like, I wonder if, like, the dealer, I mean, I'd assume the dealer and the agent made more money than the attractive girl distracting a boss.
Yeah,
I would assume.
yeah.
But I wonder.
That's so. I mean, honestly, their distractions were straight out of a movie. Like the hot girl walking by that everybody looks at, or the guy making a scene on the other side of the room, or something like that. It's straight out of TV.
Well, and I think that's probably, what is it, art imitating life? Like,
Yeah.
some of those movies came out after they were doing stuff like that.
I liked how meticulous Dustin was too. He
I
seemed
know.
like a very,
Detail.
very like detail oriented. There's a movie called Heat. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
I think I've seen it.
Robert De Niro is in it, and he plays the bad guy, but he's very meticulous and he's very detail oriented, and he's great at what he does. And I saw a lot of similarities between, the character that Robert De Niro was playing and the person I was imagining Dustin to be
Right.
as they were sharing their stories.
Right.
But yeah, it was good. It was really good. I'm excited to try out some of these strategies they did and see if it works out.
Hey, Brandon, have you ever heard of the game 52 Pickup?
No, I have no. What is that?
Should we end the episode playing? Okay. Now pick them up, Brandon.
Oh my god! I should have asked.
Catch new episodes each week on heybighead.com. Damn, I'm pretty good at that card thing.
Where's HR?
Where's HR? I am HR. We'll see you guys next week. That was good.
It's like.
You've really never heard anyone say you want to play 52
No,
Pickup?
it's like what